let you know all the little tears gon' come and go. Baby, just gotta make up your mind that every little thing's gonna be alright.
Hey guys, so before we jump into this video, I do just want to say, number one, I am wearing a top, it's just really low down. Number two, I hit 1,000 subscribers today, which I'm still trying to sort of process. I can't quite believe that I hit that. I'm also talking quietly because my dad is asleep right next door to me. But yeah, I hit 1,000 subscribers, and by the time, like at the time of filming this video, I hadn't hit it by then. And it was literally like after this video I'd hit it. So I do just want to say, like, thank you so much. It's because of Andy from Coaster Crazy. He gave me a shout out in his video, and ever since then everyone from his channel, not everyone obviously, but a load of people from his channel have come over here and have subscribed. So if you have subscribed, thank you so much. Even if you subscribed from like the very beginning, or you were here like when I got to 500 subscribers, or you were here like 2 weeks ago, whenever, thank you so much. YouTube makes me so happy, and getting to 1,000 has always been my dream. It's always been my goal, and I just never ever thought I would hit it. Like, I just didn't think it was gonna happen, and I hit it. So thank you so much. I will be doing like a separate video about it and stuff, where I'll just talk more about it, but I can't believe that. So yeah, and also I say, like, when I say, if you're new here, hi, my name is Zoe, blah blah blah, I do say subscribe because I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers. I know I've already hit it, but yeah, I didn't at that time, so that's why I'm saying it in the video. Okay, right, I'm gonna go. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and again, just thank you so much because it honestly means so much to me. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be telling you guys everything you need to know before starting a YouTube channel. Now, I get questions all the time, like, what camera do you use? What equipment do you use? Do I need to do this for YouTube? Do I need to say this in certain videos? And I just get a load of different random questions pretty much every week. So I thought if I do this video, I can... Oh, I think my cat doesn't want to... You don't want to be part of this video? I wanted to do this video in the hope that it would help you guys, and if you guys have any questions, I can just direct you to this video. I am also doing this video as a Monday video because I feel like it's not really going to be that popular. I feel like, you know, not everyone is going to be starting a YouTube channel and whatever, so yeah, I'm just going to talk about it. I'm not an expert in YouTube, I'm not an expert in vlogging and whatever. I just love doing it, and I've picked up some tips along the way, and I'm just going to share them with you guys. If you're new here, hi, my name is Zoe, welcome to my channel. Hit that subscribe button because I would love to get to 1,000 subscribers. I keep saying by the end of the year, but I really hope that I hit it before then. I'm really not that far away now, so if you guys would like to subscribe and get me to 1,000, then it would honestly be a dream come true. I upload 3 times a week now, Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Mondays and Fridays are just like chatty videos, and then Wednesdays I'm doing gaming videos. So I've got a lot going on the channel right now. Right, without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to start off with equipment and the camera that I use. So the camera that I use, I'm obviously recording with it right now, so I will put in like an overlay, but I do have my old camera here, which is very similar. So the camera that I'm currently using now, and I use for like all of my vlogs and like all of my videos, is the Canon G7X Mark II. And then the camera that I used before that was basically the same thing. It was just the, I mean, not even Mark 1, just Canon G7X, which is this one here. It's quite manky because I haven't used it in ages, and it's kind of just sat in my bedroom not really doing anything, but I find these Canon cameras so good. They last a really long time, but I just feel like I needed a bit of an upgrade of a camera, so my parents got me the Canon G7X Mark II for my birthday last year, and yeah, and this one is also cracked because I dropped it, and it's just a bit sort of worn out. But when I was using this camera, like when I first got it, it was amazing, and I just love Canon cameras. I think they're great. They're really small and compact, so they're great for traveling, they're great for vlogging with, and these ones also have a flip up screen, so it's really easy to see yourself, which I just find so handy, because I feel like I wouldn't be able to do YouTube without being able to see myself through the flip up screen. So honestly, having something like this is the most handy thing ever. And with the Mark II, the flip screen can go at like a load of different angles, whereas this one just goes up like that, but the Mark II can go a load of different ways, which I find really helpful sometimes. These cameras aren't cheap, but I think you kind of pay for what you get. If you pay a little bit more, you're gonna get that better quality. I think my Canon G7X Mark II was, I think it was £500 or £300, I can't quite remember. But I got like a bundle, so mine came with the camera, then it came with a tripod, and it came with a memory card, so I got like a really good bundle. And I think this camera just by itself was £300 if I remember correctly. And I still do use this camera, like if I need to film a video at like 2 angles, having another camera is really handy for that. And I mean, if anything goes wrong with this camera and I'm waiting for it to be repaired or something, I have this one as a backup. And I mean, this was my first ever camera, this is what I started YouTube with. I feel like this is just my baby, like I can never get rid of this. So yes, I feel like Canon cameras are definitely the way to go. They're great quality, they have a flip up screen. So the next thing is a memory card. Again, I have my memory card in my camera right now, but I do have the memory card that I was given with this bundle that I got. Well, given, it came with the bundle. So this is a SDHC memory card. I'm not great with memory cards, I just have a memory card and it does the job. But I don't usually use these ones. I usually use the, like, I'll put in an overlay now of which ones I use. But this one did come with the bundle, and this is 32 gigabytes, which I feel like is actually okay if you're not filming that much. These ones are actually okay. It just kind of depends how much memory you want. I'm not really that great with, like, I don't really know how much memory I need. I don't know how much memory these sort of videos take up. Like, I'm really not that sure. So the memory card I tend to use is my SD one, and it's 128 gigabytes. It's just a lot easier knowing that I have so much memory that I can just film so much. And I think I've only run out of memory like twice, but it's because I've kept old footage on my camera and I've just forgot to delete it. Like 128 gigabytes, obviously that is a lot of memory, so it's like, you know, I can film loads of these sit down chatty videos, I can film my gaming videos, I can film vlogs. Like, it just gives me a lot of freedom knowing that I have so much memory and knowing that I'm not going to run out of memory anytime soon. But if you're not going to film as much, I'd probably say don't splash out on a 128 gigabyte memory card. I feel like a 64 gigabyte memory card might be okay. Yeah, I'm quite happy with my 128 gigabyte one, but if that's too much for you and it's too expensive for you, then I'd probably say definitely go for a 32 gig or 64 gig. It's completely up to you. It kind of depends on what you're filming, how much you're gonna film. Like, if you're filming like 1 video a week and that's it, I feel like 32 gigabytes is going to be enough for you. Or if you only do vlogs, then 32 gigabytes might be okay for you. Like I said, I just kind of like having that freedom of having so much memory, knowing that I'm not going to run out. So the final thing in terms of like camera equipment, like the essentials, is spare batteries. These Canon batteries don't last very long. I think they're okay for when you're vlogging, because I feel like the camera isn't constantly on, like you're switching it off and on like all day, so the batteries actually do last really well. But when I'm filming videos like this and when I ramble on for so long, the battery just runs out so quickly. So having a spare battery, can't even tell you how handy it is. Having spare batteries, honestly, like, you will thank yourself for spending the money on spare batteries. I can't stress that enough. If you're going to take anything from this video, spare batteries are your lifesaver. You can get them from pretty much anywhere. eBay, Amazon, Argos, you can get them from anywhere. Again, I'll link them down below, but honestly, spare batteries will save your life. Even just one spare battery is so much better than no spare batteries, because if you're having like a filming day, like I'm having a filming day today, so after this video I'm going to film another video, and then after that video I'm going to film another video. So obviously it's quite a lot of things going on, and my camera's going to be on for like 4 hours, however long it takes me to film. So obviously having spare batteries is the best thing, and the fact that I have like 3 spare batteries means that when one battery is charging I can be using the other, and it means that I can always film. Like, I'm never waiting on a battery to charge because I always have my spare ones. Honestly, I can't stress how much spare batteries will change your life. So if you're gonna buy one thing from this video, buy a spare battery, or buy like 2 spare batteries. So the next thing isn't really an essential, but it is something that I really like to have, and if you're a small person like me, this will be so handy for you. So it's a tripod, and I can't show you the tripod, which is very annoying, but because I'm using it right now, but I'll put in an overlay. I love this tripod that I have. I have tried so many different tripods, and I have never found that one that I am just completely happy with. I've never found one that really works. I've always kind of tried really cheap, crappy ones, like just cheap ones from eBay. The first tripod I got it from eBay because I was like, I didn't know whether a tripod would be for me or not. So I did just want to get a cheap one just to sort of try it out. So I am kind of glad that I did that, because after that I kind of knew that I did want to invest in a more expensive tripod. But back then I couldn't really afford to get an expensive tripod, so I just kept getting ones from eBay, and they're just so bad. Like, I feel like not all of the ones from eBay will be really bad, but the ones that I got were terrible, because they were just so cheap. They were really tacky, not made of great quality, so they weren't great tripods. And I finally found a tripod that I am happy with. It came with my Canon G7X Mark II bundle, and I've wanted a tripod like this for the longest time. I'm not too sure what the official name of my tripod is because it came with my camera bundle, but it's basically like the Gorilla Pods that everybody has. It's like those really expensive tripods, and they're just so good. They're so much better than just getting a cheap one, and it will actually save you a lot of money if you just invest in an expensive tripod rather than having to keep rebuying cheap like £2 tripods from eBay. Honestly, just invest the money and get yourself an expensive, good quality tripod, because you will thank yourself, and it's just a lot easier to vlog with a tripod. If you're a small person like me, holding the camera, like when I'm vlogging sometimes, can be quite difficult. So I think having a tripod just makes things a hell of a lot easier, because if I'm with like a group of people, it means I can get obviously everyone sort of in the same shot, and it means that I can hold the camera up a little bit higher. Just, I can't even describe how having a tripod has literally changed my life. So yes, get a tripod. If you're a small person, you'll find it super handy, and get an expensive one because the cheap ones just won't work. Another thing that I forgot to mention about these Canon cameras is that they stop recording when it gets to like 24 minutes, and I'm not really sure why. I don't know whether there's like a setting that can change that, so if you guys know how I can change that, please do let me know, because it is very frustrating when it gets to 24 minutes. It just stops recording, it just cuts out, so I'm not sure whether that's like in the settings. I think I have had a search around in the settings and I can't seem to find it anywhere. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right place. The next thing is a GoPro, and I don't actually have a GoPro, and it is something that I really want, and it's something that I've wanted for a long time. I did have a little bit of a battle with myself last year for my birthday, because I was like, you know, my parents said you can have a camera or you can have a GoPro, and I was like, I don't know which one to get. Like, do I get a new camera or do I get a GoPro? Like, I'm really not sure, but I decided to go with the camera, and I'm very happy that I did, because I don't think I could have lasted very much longer using this camera, because it is very worn out, and I've noticed a massive quality difference between the two cameras, and I use the camera more than I would use a GoPro, but a GoPro is something that I would really love to have, and hopefully I can get a GoPro this year for my birthday. I really want a GoPro for when I go on like adventures, like if I go to the beach and I go in the sea, or if I'm in like a swimming pool or something, or I don't know, I just feel like there's so many different scenarios that I can use a GoPro in. And you can also use it for on-ride filming. Only use it for on-ride filming if you are actually allowed to film on the ride, because if you're not allowed to film on the ride, do not film on the ride. Like, it's simple, just follow the rules. Even if you know that that park does allow on-ride filming, do just contact them first anyways, and do just double check that it is okay. Merlin Parks and Blackpool Pleasure Beach are the only theme parks that I know of that just won't let you do on-ride filming, but places like Fantasy Island and Adventure Island and Portland's Park and some of like the smaller parks, they will let you film on rides if you have a chest harness and a GoPro. Just make sure that you email them or you send them a message through social media. I'm not really sure. I feel like emailing them might be the best way to go about it. But yes, I would love a GoPro. The GoPro that I want, I have it screenshotted. The GoPro that I want is the GoPro Hero 7 Black, which is this one here. I think this is from Argos. Yeah, it's from Argos. Is my data on? Oh, why is my data? Oh no, it's not. Oh my god. I thought that my 4G was on, but it's when I took the screenshot. So this is the GoPro that I want. It is £289, which I actually don't think is too bad. And then I found like a little bundle on Amazon which comes with a tripod and like a chest harness and like a camera mount so you can put it in the car. But I'm kind of thinking I don't know whether to get it from Amazon or not, because I don't know whether the quality will be that good. So I'm still kind of searching around for stuff like that. And then I've also found a chest harness on Amazon as well, but again, I'm not sure whether the quality will be that great, so I feel like I need to do a bit more research about that. But the main thing I do want is a GoPro, and if I got a GoPro then I'd want a chest harness, I'd want a car mount, I'd want a tripod for it, because I just feel like, you know, having the whole sort of bundle is very handy, and I want a GoPro so I can film on rides, you know, when I'm allowed to. And a lot of places do let you film on a ride only if you have a chest harness, so obviously a chest harness will be super handy. I feel like also having a GoPro is great for the rain as well, because I hate when it rains and I'm getting this camera wet, because it ruins the audio, and I don't think this camera is waterproof. I'm pretty sure it isn't. So I hate the fact that the rain can actually damage my camera, and I hate that. So I feel like whenever it's raining and I'm, you know, out and about and I'm like vlogging or whatever, I can just vlog with my GoPro instead, because I think GoPros are waterproof, or if they're not, I'm pretty sure you can get waterproof cases for them, so it just makes life a little bit easier. So that's basically it for like equipment and stuff. The next thing I have on my list is lighting, and I am the worst for this because I feel like this is now like my new filming location. I used to film on my bed here, but I feel like because the lighting, like my windows are over there, because the lighting was behind me, so the lighting was just, oh, it was awful. So that is why I've moved down here, because I actually have light sort of coming in from this way, and it just makes it so much better. So I would definitely say don't film with a window behind you, because the lighting will be terrible. Film somewhere where you actually have light coming in, either from like the side of you or in front of you. In front of you is always best. But I mean, I could film it in front of me, but I mean, this background just isn't that great. I feel like this background is a lot better because you can see all of like my merch and stuff. So yeah, but I mean, lighting isn't a massive deal. Obviously, as long as it is light, then you should be okay. Okay, so the next topic is editing. And before we get into this, I do just want to say, you don't actually need to invest in like a really expensive camera to start YouTube. Like, you can literally just start it on your phone, or even like using your laptop camera, like you can do that. Like there's so many different ways that you can do it. You can do it on your iPad, you can do it on your phone, you can do it on the MacBook. I started YouTube out just filming on my phone, and yeah, the lighting was really annoying at times, but I could deal with that. But filming on my phone wasn't actually that bad, because, you know, I couldn't afford to get a camera, my parents couldn't afford to get me a camera, you know, like my parents saved up so much to get me my first ever camera. So yeah, and I'll always be grateful for that, because I feel like it just changed my whole YouTube game. But filming on your phone, filming on your iPad, filming on your laptop, like there's nothing wrong with it. You don't need to spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds on really expensive camera equipment. Okay, so editing. I feel like this won't be helpful for people who don't have a MacBook, because I edit on my MacBook, which is here. I do have two stickers on it. This is a Lit by Me Blackpool Illumination sticker, which I got in November last year. And then this is a Skinny Dip sticker, which says, put on your positive pants. And I just like that, you know, I just kind of like that positive message that's on there. However, this is my MacBook. I am in love with this. Having a MacBook has been a dream of mine since I was like 16. Like, honest to God, I've wanted a MacBook for the longest time, and at the beginning of last year my parents got me a MacBook. I'm a very spoiled child. My parents pretty much pay for all of my equipment and stuff, so thank you, Mum and Dad. I know that my dad probably won't be watching this, but I know that my mum will, so thank you, Mum and Dad. I love you guys so much, and you know how grateful I am. However, I do have my MacBook, and this is the MacBook Pro. I want to say it's 13-inch, but I can't quite remember. Hey guys, future Zoe popping in here. I forgot to mention, with my MacBook Pro, it doesn't have a USB port, so I've had to buy one of these, which is like, I don't know what to call it, but it's like an extender type thing. It just says USB-C 3.0 card reader type thing, and if you get the same MacBook as me, you'll need the same thing. Apple do some of these, but they are really expensive, and this was like £6 from Amazon, and it has lasted me for so long, and it's still going strong, and it's amazing. Like, it does the job, and it was only £6. So I will link this one down below if they still do it. If not, I'll try and find another one. But basically this just plugs into the ports in your MacBook, and then you have two USB ports, a card reader, and then I'm not sure what the other two are called, but this is what it looks like. So it's just really handy, and it's gold as well, just like my favourite colour. It's a bit manky now because I've had it for like ages, but yeah, I just completely forgot to mention that. So yeah, I can't even tell you guys how much this has changed my editing game, because I started out using a Windows laptop, and I started out doing it on Movie Maker, which is really good, and again, it is a really simple video editor, and it is a really great thing to use if you are just starting out with YouTube. And I was quite lucky, because when I had my Windows laptop, I couldn't find a decent video editor, because I got a new laptop, and the memory on that is awful. It's literally like 4 GB, but the memory is used up by Windows itself, if that makes sense. So it means I can't edit anything on there. I've tried deleting everything off that laptop, and it still says that I don't have enough memory to do anything on it. So I was really lucky in the fact that Kaya, my absolute best friend, let me use her MacBook, and she let me edit on her MacBook for like 2 years. So thank you, Kaya, you're an absolute lifesaver. I don't think I could have continued doing YouTube unless it was for Kaya's MacBook. Until my parents got me my own MacBook. I use iMovie. When I was using Kaya's MacBook, I used Final Cut Pro, because she already had it installed, but it is like £300. So she bought Final Cut Pro, and then I was just using that. But now I have my own. I just use iMovie, which is free with any Apple device, and I do want Final Cut Pro, but I don't know whether I could justify spending £300 on a video editor when I don't really do complicated editing anyways. I mean, with Final Cut Pro, like, you do get a lot more sort of text fonts and you do get more cool effects and stuff, so I feel like it would be quite nice to have Final Cut Pro, but I don't have £300 to spend on a video editing software, so I feel like iMovie is just the best thing for me right now. Again, it's just super simple and it is completely free, and I feel like iMovie just does the job for me. Other editing softwares for non-Mac users, again, like I said, Windows Movie Maker, if that's still a thing. There's this OBS video editing software I feel like you can download. It's completely free and it comes with like a screen recorder. I think it comes with a video editor, and I've heard really good things about that. There's is it Adobe? Is that how you say it? Adobe Premiere is really good. If you just search around on Google, I feel like you can find some really good video editors and you can find them for free. In terms of my thumbnails, so I actually film the video and then at the end of the video I will do a pose and then I will screenshot it from iMovie, and then I will use this app called Photoscape. Photoscape is an amazing photo editing app. You don't even have to use it for thumbnails. Like, if you're a photo editor, Photoscape is amazing. It does come with a pro feature which you do have to pay for, but there is so many free features on there that is amazing. Like, I actually can't get over the fact that it's free, because you get so many amazing things without the pro feature, and then if you want to go like all out, obviously you can get the pro feature. So I just screenshot my thumbnail and then I pop it into Photoscape, and I might mess around with the lighting a little bit. I put in my little text fonts. Like, honestly, I can't even describe to you how amazing Photoscape is. I feel like not a lot of people know about it. In terms of Windows, PicMonkey is really good. I used to use that when I had my Windows laptop. I used to use PicMonkey. It's such a good photo editor. So my next topic is uploading, and the main tip I have for this is use the old uploader on YouTube. I do not like the fact that YouTube have just gone and changed the old uploader. They've made a new one and I just don't get along with it. Like, I've tried using it before and I just can't use it. Like, just, oh no, it's not for me. I also think having an upload schedule is really useful, because then your subscribers know when you're uploading, they know when to expect a video, and always keep it consistent. One thing I do kind of regret is the fact that I haven't really been that consistent with this channel. I've kind of been off and on with it. Like last year I didn't really do any of these videos. I just sort of did vlogs because I didn't know what to film. I didn't really have time to film because I was always working, and last year was just like the worst year of my life, so I didn't really want to film anyways. But you know, it obviously meant that my channel kind of took a bit of a hit last year. So I think having an upload schedule is just super handy, super useful. I feel like if you're starting out on YouTube, maybe just start by uploading once a week, and then if you know that it's like for you and you know that you're going to enjoy it, then maybe start uploading twice a week. Don't push yourself to upload like every single day. I feel like people who upload every single day I just can't deal with, because it's just so intense, and some channels upload like 3 to 4 videos a day and I'm just like, oh my gosh, whoa, like hold up. Like, I just feel like it's a lot from like one channel, and it's just very intense, and it means that you have a lot of videos to catch up on, and I just kind of don't like that. I mean, I'm not slagging people off who upload every day. Like, if you want to do that, then like that's fine, and if your subscribers enjoy that, then that's great. But for me personally, I feel like uploading every single day is just very intense. I could never do it. Having your own custom thumbnails I feel like is so good. I actually went through all of my vlog thumbnails from 2018 onwards, and I changed them all. I did them all on Photoscape, and I feel like they all just look so much better now, and it looks so satisfying when you click on my channel and you see all of the vlogs there and they all have the same font. They're all in like a collage type thing, and I love my vlog thumbnails, and I love the fact that I redid some of them because I'm so much more happy with them. One thing I can tell you guys, like, that I know for certain, is make your text stand out by putting a black outline on the text. Honestly, I never used to do that, and then someone from my work was like, Zoe, why don't you use a black outline on your text? And I was like, Oh my god, why didn't I think of that? So honestly, use a black outline on your text because it makes it stand out so much. Like if you're writing text on your thumbnail and you have it like down here, use a black outline because honestly it just makes so much more of a difference and it makes it stand out a lot more. It's a lot easier to read and I can't even express how better it looks with a black outline. Like I really can't. One thing I will say is that editing can take a lot of time. I feel like I'm quite a slow editor because I just ramble on for so long. I tend to cut a lot of it out, so I need to really like focus on my editing. And yeah, it honestly takes me so long to edit. It takes me like 6 hours to edit a video, I'd say. Maybe less than that sometimes. I feel like if it's like a kind of complicated video, like I have to put in overlays and stuff, those are the type of videos that do take like 6 hours. But I mean, if I'm just filming like a normal sort of sit down video, no overlays, nothing sort of on top or anything, then it doesn't take me as long. I'd probably say it takes me like 2 to 3 hours depending how long the video is. Okay, so a few tips I have for you guys. The first one is to be yourself. Honestly, don't try and be someone that you're not. Make sure that it is something you're passionate about, because I hate when people just start YouTube just for money and just for attention and just for fame. I feel like if you're doing it for that, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. YouTube should be a fun place. It should be a place where you can express yourself. Obviously money would be great, and you know, you always want to get subscribers. Like my goal throughout my whole YouTube experience has always been 1,000 subscribers. After that, like honestly, if I get more then that's a bonus, but I would just be so happy to get to 1,000. Like it's always been a dream of mine. Like yeah, it is good to have goals because it does give you something to work towards, and then when you're putting in all the time and all the effort and all of the work, and you're gaining the subscribers, like it is a really nice feeling because it's like your hard work is finally paying off. But you know, don't be disheartened if your channel isn't growing as quickly as somebody else's, or you're not gaining the subscribers as fast as you would like. Things like this take time. It's not going to happen overnight, and especially if you are a theme park channel, you know, it's not going to be to everyone's taste. The next one is to interact with your viewers. Even if you don't get that many comments, like to start off with, or just in general, like I don't really get that many comments on my videos, still interacting with those people that do actually take the time to comment, I feel like is such an important thing, because you're building up that like relationship with them, you're building up that like fan base, like a little community type thing. And it's just quite nice to know that, you know, that person is taking the time to watch your video and comment on it. And I feel like if you actually give that back, then it's a really nice thing, and it keeps the viewers coming back because they know that you're interacting with your fans, you're not just ignoring them. And obviously if you're going to get hundreds and thousands of comments, it is going to be quite tricky to reply to every single one of those comments. But if you're not getting that many comments, you're only getting a few, just even putting like the heart button is so much better than just ignoring it, and replying to them is just even better. My final tip is to focus on the likes and not the dislikes. I feel like when you first start out with YouTube and when you are quite a small channel, it is quite easy to let the hate get to you. My battery just died. This is what I mean about the batteries, they're not that great for these sort of videos, but I'm sorry if the angle or the lighting or anything has changed. But yeah, don't let the haters get to you. If they want to hate, then they'll hate. And if you just carry on doing the videos that you love, then they will eventually stop and they'll eventually get bored, because it's like, you know, they're not getting to you. And you shouldn't stop doing YouTube because of hate. If it's something that you really love doing, don't let the haters stop you. And if you're doing it for yourself, if you're doing it for the people that do actually like your videos, then do it for them. So I asked you guys on my Insta stories if you had any questions about YouTube, and I got quite a few, so I'm just going to go through them super quickly because I feel like this is already a really long video. So the first one is from RJCHUK, and they ask, what keeps you motivated to keep making content? And I think just the fact that I enjoy it, and you know, we're all stuck in lockdown right now, so it's given me something to do, and it's given me a focus right now, and it's actually really helping me get through lockdown. The fact that, you know, I am just so focused on this channel, and my goal is to get to 1,000. So, you know, the fact that I'm just so determined to get to 1,000, I think is what keeps me going, and I think is what keeps me motivated. Musical drama queen, who is Kaya, my best friend, she said, do you think having good lighting is important? And I don't think it's the most important thing about YouTube, but I mean, good lighting definitely does help. If you just have natural lighting, like, that's fine. If you don't need to have like big filming lights, you don't need to invest in like a load of filming lights and spend hundreds of pounds on lights. Second question from Kaya, what are the main things that will get people interested in your channel videos? And I'm not really sure. I guess it's just whatever people want to watch. I feel like have an attractive thumbnail. I feel like thumbnails make all of the difference. Have a custom, attractive, edited thumbnail. I feel like that would definitely bring people in. And I mean, people will want to watch your videos because they like you as a person, or they just like what you're filming and they like the sort of videos that you do. So I mean, it's hard because like I'm a theme park channel, and obviously theme parks aren't for everyone, and it is quite hard to get people to subscribe, and especially when I don't really make that great videos in the first place, like, it's a bit tricky. But yeah, I don't know, just keep uploading consistently, because then people will know that you actually care about your channel and you are putting in the time and effort. She also says, what are the main things you need to start a channel and create good content? This is basically what this video has been about. Create good content. I mean, I feel like you can only make good content if you're passionate about something, and like, yes, I am so passionate about theme parks, like, it's what I live for, it's everything to me. But I feel like my videos still aren't that great because I just don't explain things very well, or I like go off on a tangent about a completely different like subject. So I think creating good content, just be yourself, have loads of energy in the video, and just make sure you are passionate about what you're filming. The next one is from Ellis Grayson, and they say, bit original, but who did you aspire to be, and when did you decide you wanted to start a YouTube channel? So my sort of inspiration was like Zoella and like all of the sort of, you know, original like British YouTubers. There's no one really from like the theme park world that inspired me. Like, I just sort of, because before I started I didn't really see anyone doing these sort of videos. I feel like these videos are actually quite popular now and like everyone's doing them, but when I started I feel like they weren't actually that popular and not a lot of people were doing them. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe there's a place for me on YouTube for me to do these videos. And I think that's kind of what made me want to start. And also I was just so bored and I wanted something else to focus on, I wanted something else to do with my life. So I was like, I'm just gonna start YouTube because it might help with my confidence, I might make some friends from it, and we'll just see how it goes. And I mean, 5 years down the line, and here we are. I've made so many friends, I've discovered so many new people, so many new other YouTube channels which I love, and I am so close to hitting 1,000 subscribers if I haven't already hit it by the time this video goes out. Stamp Jack asks favourite camera, and like I said earlier, it's the Canon G7X Mark II. I just love it so much. I don't think I could ever go on to use a different brand of camera. Like, Canon have brought out a Mark III camera, so I mean, when this one has finally had its time, then I will probably move on to the Mark III, but for now I'm really happy with my Mark II. Joshua Ellum, is that how you say your name, Josh? He asks, what editing software do you use? And like I said earlier, I use iMovie, but I feel like there's so many different editing softwares out there, you just need to do your research. And then the final question is from, see, these names are really hard to read because my phone is cracked. It's from Vicky Lou, I think that's how you say it. And she asks, oh, it was the same question as Josh, what editing software do you use? I use iMovie. I used to use Final Cut Pro, and I would love to actually get Final Cut Pro so I could, you know, maybe like when I'm vlogging I could do sort of more with it, but I'm quite happy with iMovie, and one day if I can afford it I will get Final Cut Pro. So I feel like I've covered pretty much everything. If you do have any questions, please do leave them in the comments down below. I'll try and answer them the best that I can. Everything that I've mentioned in this video will be linked in the description box. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that if you are starting your own YouTube channel, especially now, you know, whilst we're in lockdown, it's probably the best time to start a YouTube channel, then good luck. I hope it goes okay. If you want your channel to grow and you are like theme park related, then I do have a playlist where people can find it and they can discover a load of new YouTubers, and hopefully it will help your channel grow. If you want to know more about that, go and check out my favourite YouTubers video. Again, I'll link it down below, and I explain it a lot more over there with a lot more detail. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Stay safe, stay well, stay indoors, and I will see you guys on Wednesday for a brand new video. Bye.